Hello, I'm Steve. Thanks for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this residential application. Basically we have a doorway that slides left and right here, and then an entry door here that goes into the residence. There is a desire for a fan in the center, so I do have a fan here in the middle. And we do have two different styles of ceilings. So we have this flat ceiling here, and then slope ceiling inside here. And I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. Overall dimensions, I have 30 feet this direction and then 12 feet here. I have an 8-foot height of this flat ceiling section that goes up to 8'6" right here, a little ledge, and then also this total of the apex up here is 13.6. And let's see here if there's anything else. This section over here I have at 5 feet, and same over here. I don't have an actual measurement here, but I think I have it at somewhere around 18 inches out. Anything else? Post to post I have at 10 foot center to center, and then 12 foot of the section of the slope ceiling area or rooftop. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that off for a minute. So I know the client had asked for placing recessed heaters. You can place this unit here in a recessed in this fashion. However, you want to make sure that you do meet the clearances to combustibles. So clearances to combustibles on the CD model, or this is a C model rather, is 16 inches out, and then 16 inches all the way around, as well as 36 inches down below the heater. Above the heater, you want to make sure you have clearances of 6 inches all the way around, top, sides, left and right, from here all the way up and around. So the OEM bracket will maintain that, and if you do use the flush mount kit, then the flush mount kit allows you to reduce the clearances to combustibles by using a 1-hour fire rated drywall insert inside of the recess kit itself, and then the heater itself. So and that would be probably a W series model that you would want to put in if you were going to put a recess in there. But let's just go ahead and show you what a hold on one second. If you were to place the orientation of a couple of recessed models here, here's the issue that I have. So this would be representing a 5,000 watt unit. You can see I have an array that actually comes out and everything. However, the big issue with this is that you're not meeting the clearances to combustibles on the wall side over here. You need 16 inches, and you can see it goes way past the interior wall. So you'd have to move these two heaters approximately 6 inches. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can get that here. We'll just go ahead and move that at, let's go with 8 inches here. And yeah, at 8 inches we are meeting the clearances. However, we only have a few more inches to actually put our recess kit into, and that would overhang this edge over here. So that just would not work in this application. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Turn on the other model, which is the 4,000 watt unit. So you have a couple different seating areas here. We have this seating area here. We have a bar stool seating area over here, which I actually placed. And then this is going to be a standing room only area here, I'd imagine, for service and barbecue and that type of thing. So this model here, when we look at the dimensions again, you can see that I'm only at 7'3" off the floor. And if you were standing in this space here, that would probably be a little bit of a hotter unit. So I would go with a 3,000 watt model up to a 4,000 if you were going to use a control system. On this one here, I would definitely go with the 4,000 watt unit because of the fact that it's a lower seating area, and you want to go ahead and heat that up as well as possible. This model here, you can see I have hanging outside of this, so I have a 6-inch clearance above the heater. I have it mounted so that you would use the extended brackets. There's a 6-inch extension that you can get for this, so that make it a total of 12-inch bracket, and that would be mounted on the wall, and then you'd point the heater straight down. You could angle it in a little bit further if you want, but that way you can still get that clearance below the heater. You can see here that we're just meeting that clearance when we have the unit at the same elevation as the bottom of this beam here. So this is again 4,000, 4,000, 3, possibly 4,000 if you have a control system. Now these units up here are CD 6024, 6,000 watt, 240 volts, and you can see I have them, actually it's kind of suspended in air right now, but you'd want to also use an extended bracket and then possibly change the angle of this bracket. So let's just go ahead and see if I can get that accomplished here real quick, and just go in here and change this angle here. Let's see here. Wants to capture something else, so let's see if I can get that again. There we go. And then you would take this bracket and then just mount it so that you're at the same angle as the slope on the ceiling. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again, and then you'd want the extension on this as well. So this would probably be like a 3 to 4 inch, excuse me, a 2 to 4 inch extension bracket. So I would probably just go with 4 and you'd be fine. All right, let's go ahead and look at the overall. Oh, and I should mention here, so from this outer edge to the center of the heater, which is the center of the space here, I have it 2'6", and then from that space there to over here I have 6'5" and 9/16, which is actually, if you went from the slope here up, I think that's 8 feet of the slope. And the same with this over here. So this is in the center of this room, centered this direction within this span here, and then so are these centered within that span as well. And this is at the same distance away, the 6'5" and 9/16 here, from here to the center of the unit itself. All right, let me go ahead and turn that off. And we'll go ahead and look at the overall footprint of heat. You can see here that we get really good coverage throughout the whole entire space. The only thing that we're missing is right back here in this lower corner, and that is because of the fact that you know, we don't have a heater out there, but we most likely do not need one out there. Now the customer did ask about possibly placing a gas unit out here. And gas units on this side here would be, if you used a 25,000 BTU SunPack model, you would need a minimum of 9 inches of clearance plus 8 inches of heater, so it would bring the heater way too low in my opinion. And same with this area over here. And if you were to place gas heaters up in this area here, you would have to somehow ventilate the rooftop or the ceiling area so that the exhaust can flow out of there and it won't destroy equipment as well as the heater itself. It would be sitting in its own exhaust, and you can't run a gas heater with carbon monoxide. You got to get that out of there, so just bear that in mind. That's why I didn't choose that model, but you can put that as long as there's a vent. I'd put like some sort of vent up here in this upper location here. All right, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and again, please tap that like button. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. Therefore, YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation, and we thank you so much for that. Have an excellent day.